All of us are angels, and we just believe in our power and we do the wonder. So, on this International Women's Day, let us celebrate the incredible achievements of the women in all walks of life. It's our power, privilege, and duty to keep inspiring and ensuring both women and men are equally respected and treated to work together. Year after year, we only see the improvement on gender equity and parity. Thanks for all of us realizing the need and working together for the same goal. Today, we are going to focus on the ever growing opportunities available to men in the industry and women in the industry, and the importance of encouraging and supporting women to break through the glass ceiling. Let us empower one another to reach new heights and shatter any limitation that hold us back. We have two superb leaders today. They are contributors and supporters for making sure women are able to lead the way as they aspire for our session today. Let's welcome Vinay Johar. So he's the CEO of Archely, also top 100 HR tech thought leader. He's a speaker and member force council member. With 2 decades of experience, Vinay's exceptional helpfulness goes beyond connecting individuals. He actively guides and empowers them to move forward towards their goal. And I am one of the person who's going to talk about that little later. Welcome, Vinay. It's our pleasure to welcome you for the session. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Manjula. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much. And we have another superb leader with us, Tamina Chowdhury. She's a social entrepreneur and startup consultant. One of the things I was just hearing, which was mesmerizing me, is her post says that all I wanted to do is to help others and create value in others' lives with my work. She really resonates that and leading that as an example. She's also a mentor in women and leadership and connected women and Miller Center for Social Entrepreneurship. I guess both of them are the right person today to just dwell and then talk about it, what we can just do that. So, all warm welcome to both the leaders today, and happy to just talk about how in this Women's Day we can just unravel some of the challenges what we are going through and some of the opportunities which has not been visible, where we are going to highlight and then pick it up, how we can make a magic out of that. Thank you so much and welcome once again for the session, Vinay and Thamina. Yeah, so let's just bring them here for the session to just say a few words. Vinay, say a few words about you. Happy to just have you here, Vinay.
Sure. Sure, Manjula. Thank you very much. And happy Women's Day to all the women across the world. And we know that they're very important, not only for the family or business wise, but as a emotional stuff too. They contribute 50% of the population of the world. Thank you for that. So excited. Talking about myself, if I talk about as a CEO archery, I always call it as a journey, what we all are doing. I always say it is, do I journey from I know everything to I want to know everything. That's we all live with. And as Manjula said, okay, I had a small interactions, and she's doing wonderful, great, and great initiative, Manjula, for this, and happy to be part of this whole initiative. Not sure how much I can help, but I'm always available for anything I can do.
Thank you, Vinay, for just sharing that. And Thamina, we wanted to hear some few words from you before we just jump into the discussion. Over to you, Thamina.
Thank you, Manjula, for the opportunity. And as you mentioned earlier, I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I have been doing entrepreneurship in various. I call myself a serial entrepreneur. I have been in this space since more than 20 years, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity, especially on the Women's Day, because I am a little biased towards women. I really want that we have a lot of opportunities in the world, and I want each one of women to avail these opportunity and stand up for themselves. And other than what I do, being a startup consultant and business consultant, Insta Foods is my baby. I started this venture like 12 years ago and started in Pakistan. I brought it in Canada, which is I call the land of opportunities, and I was fortunate enough to avail these opportunities. And today I'm here with you and Vinay to share these opportunities with other women around who are watching us, or who can also later watch us and see that opportunities. Happy Women Day to everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much for just sharing the vibes, positivity for both of you to just pep our session to just make it. So, as I just we were talking in the behind, what is that we are just going to do? So, we are just going to make it as a sessions over here. The first is we are going to talk about as Tamina was talking about, it is a land of opportunity. Canada is a land of opportunities. We are just going to look at that. In the land of opportunities, what we are staying over there, what is the kind of opportunities for the indigenous or native women leaders? From the way they step into the career till they go to the leadership, is this continuously opportunities or they are facing the challenges? So first let's just start with that, and then we will just unravel to the rest of the sessions. As I was just asking you about it earlier as well, you being a HR leader, the reason we are just picking is probably we should get insights. You can make this insights and could be the opportunities as well as the challenges. If possible, if you get to know about some resources or the case study, enlighten us. That will give us a more clarity. Over to you, Vinay.
Sure. If I talk about opportunities specifically, if I talk about Canada or North America, a couple of areas which is growing much faster than anything else. Like edtech, we have seen in COVID time, edtech is growing. But nowadays, fintech, healthcare, clean tech technologies, these has taken a much larger leap. What people think, people are more health conscious. Maybe it is a food coming in, it is maybe environment they're choosing it out, maybe morning exercise or bike they want to start it out. So opportunity wise, it is enormous. Now coming specifically, if I talk about women, yes, sometimes we feel it is a challenging because they have to go out, but my experience from last 10 years, I don't see any reservation to that. It is now mindset of organization has also changed. People hire for merit, not they are not yet biased for any gender or anything. That merit hiring is has changed this whole paradigm. I like just before this meeting, I asked my team, "Hey, how many women we have in our office?" We realized it is almost 49% women we have, which
Wow.
is like recommend number here what we are working on. So opportunity wise, yes, this world is especially North America, Canada, US, or anywhere you want to work. If you're smart, you are hardworking, you're focused, and you can train yourself so quickly, so great. Opportunity is enormous. When I say fintech is going to go up, when I say healthcare is going to go up, when I say clean tech is going to go up, it is not only the technology part which I'm talking here. This they serve across this whole platform. You have a hiring going on, you have accounting going on, you have manpower requirement, you have scheduling going on, you have a compliances going on. So hell lot of other aspects are there. You just need is innovative mind, adaptability, and learning this whole new tech of stuff is coming up. New style of doing business, new style of doing working in office, from cubicle to flat offices, from flat offices to remote offices. Now journey is changing. Life is changing from everybody, and people need to be adapted for that.
Awesome. Thank you, Vinay, for sharing that. So some of the pointer I picked it up while you were talking about is innovative way, and as a smart person, if they are, and they can just pick it up and then work and then make their way, right? Specifically, I wanted to step back and look at that. When a woman takes this, and now that flat offices, cubicle offices to flat offices are just coming over there, it is paving the way. But are there is a challenge for them when they are just taking a step back to take care of the family and build that initial years of after marriage or after the childbirth, when they are just going the 2 to 3 years or even a 6 months to 8 months, whatever is that a gap, when they come back, is the organization is having a ability to just map them without that break, push them into the radar, or is there any learning or interventions have been made to make sure they are also being equipped? Anything on that premises you would be able to share some lights, Vinay?
Sure. There's a two different dimensions to this stuff. So number one is the mindset.
Okay.
You as a person, you need to believe that, okay, there's a gap, but still I'm the same person. I have a capability to work. I'm not underprivileged, or I'm not depriving of anything else because I have to restart my career. Breaks are natural, so these are natural phenomenon. Um, I don't call it as a degrading one. It is respectable one, because God has given only right to you to give a birth to any new human life to bring to this earth. Men cannot do it, so it is a respect for you. Second part is, it all depends on how much gap. Let us understand industry. I always give an example. IBM baked their $1 billion turnover in almost around 100 years. Microsoft took almost 38 years. Google took 20 years. Facebook took almost 7 years. Now, new chaps coming in the market, which takes 1.5 year. So industry is changing so fast. So if there's a gap of 3 4 years, you might have to refresh your skills. What you were doing earlier, organization might have moved on. They're not doing the same things same way. Things has changed. Tools has came up. So you might have to spend 2 3 weeks to refresh your tools, knowledge, and you're back in the market. I don't see in our organization, when I interview some people on married, and after joining, we realized, oh, they're restarting their career after 3 years or 4 years. And I said, okay, they're doing wonderful job. There is no gap into that. So mindset is good. And second is, if you can update your skills, if the gap is say 2 3 years, I highly recommend spend 2 weeks more, refresh your skills, learn what the new tools happening in the market, what the new techniques available in the market, and then go back to industry. Industry is always there to welcome.
Lovely. Awesome. So awesome. Thanks for sharing the thought. It's a mindset as well as spend some time on skilling up yourself, which is makes you just comfort as well as resume what you are aspiring for. So thanks for just sharing that. So let's just shift our gear to the another segment where when people are immigrating, because when we are saying it's a land of opportunity, it is also called opportunities for more immigrants to find that. So that's where if I have to look at the statistics, more people are coming to Canada for that opportunity. But when they just come, what is that story is happening, especially most of the women comes with the spouses transfer. So what's going to happen and how is the scenario? Tamina, why don't you just share some insights about their journey over there?
See, definitely, starting fresh or starting from scratch, from even though Canada is a vibrant economy and there is a lot of opportunities for any newcomer coming here. But as Vinay said, you have to upskill you. You should have that adaptability in you and resilience in you. So if you are an immigrant and you are a newcomer, you are entering in a new market. So definitely, one challenge that any immigrant who is coming to Canada, either they are an entrepreneurs or they are professionals or in tech or any other role, they need to have this resilience in them, and you need to have the Canadian experience. Because whenever, what I have seen in recent times, a lot of people complain and struggle that they don't have the Canadian experience, so they are struggling with their careers or their professional choices. But having said that, there are a lot of other opportunities. There are a lot of organizations who are helping immigrants and newcomers to get the right skills, to refresh their skills according to the market. So having said that, you need to have an entrepreneurial mindset. Like you will be able to take risk, and you should you know take a step forward to learn, to reach out. Your network is your net worth. Even though you are a newcomer in a new country, but you need to reach out the people. You need to learn how to reach out to people. You should attend conferences. You should attend. If you are an entrepreneur, you need to reach out to the accelerators, incubators. If you are a professional, you can contact recruiters and employment agencies. And there are a lot of organizations. I just want to mention one. Is like Scale Without Borders. There is a newcomers network. So you can, and they are working incredible work. They are doing incredible job. They are training the newcomers. They are also helping them to find the right jobs. So when we say that Canada is land of opportunities, so you need to avail these opportunities. You need to be proactive, and also you need to be confident, because you have a professional background. You have a background, and no one can minimize that, and no one can neglect that. It's only that you need to be proactive and reach out the right people, create your network, and you will be good.
Awesome. Lovely to hear about that. Again, the similar adaptability where we were just talking with Gunai is just coming and then overlapping here. Also, you were talking about the resilience which we need to just do about it. Then I also wanted to just ask you the resources what you're talking about. There is a comment section. You can also post it so that when the future people are going to go through that, they will get these resources by themselves. So feel free to just type your network or that resources, whatever you were mentioning, so it becomes a reference for everybody, right?
Definitely, definitely. I will do that. And I also, just like Vinay said, I'm also available. I'm very active on LinkedIn. And one more thing I would like to add here, LinkedIn, I think, is one of the most, you know, one of the most interactive platform. And one more thing that, be active on LinkedIn, have a good profile, mention your skills, just you can just write that you are open to job or new opportunities, and again you can start building your network from LinkedIn only. It will not incur any cost on you, and you will be visible. So you need to brand yourself as well. And after this session, I will also write some resources in the chat, so whosoever would like to reach out to me, or also for want to avail these resources, they will be able to get that.
Lovely. Thank you so much for that. Right? Okay, fine. So, Vinay, the question comes back to you where you were talking about after the COVID, we were all seeing there is a surge in edtech, clean tech, fintech, all those industries we were just knocking at that, right? And while we are just talking about that's a one set of segment which is when we say the tech, it's also technology involved, which means somebody has to be knowing the technology to just play with that. It is a combination of your IT tech skills and the domain tech skills coming together and then making sure you are able to play around in that part of it, right? So that's what we are talking about it. So when we are just talking about these technology, and upskilling is a one way to just do about it, but let's just take a moment back. Just the skilling is not going to add value. That's a belief, right? It's an experience which is just going to get you the value for you to get respect as well as get a hands-on to prove yourself to build your competency. So tell us something, when people are working, when women are working, and how do they get that hands-on experience apart from the learning from the online courses, etc. Would like to hear about that.
Sure. I take a live example here. I was, I think, during COVID time, I was in Canada and setting up operations there. So I met a lot of young people, going on, and I always classify them how they're working. So sometimes people want to make a easy money, and they have a caliber. Let us say people have did some cyber degree in cyber security and all that stuff. But since they want to make a easy money, life money, what they did is they start working on pizzas or burgers or anything. Now, by the time they want to get a real job, now there's a gap because they don't know anything about the cybersecurity, and they want to make a easy money, and that looks very easy. Run a Uber or run a delivery food. Now, second way, I've seen few people I met and really admire, and is very close friend of mine. He actually came to my room to set up his internet, and I start talking to him. What you are doing? He says, I'm a student here, and I'm just doing this whole job. And I said, how much money you make? And I'm not making money right now, but I'm learning a lot. And within 6 months, when he shifted his job, now he's making a lot of money. Now, this is almost the same thing which is there. If you're in a workplace as a woman or even a man everywhere, if you're looking for that office should train me and do the whole things, it is not going to happen. You have to go out and take an initiative within your workplace or even outside. Like I was talking here earlier, a lot of people do is volunteer jobs. Go and do a volunteer jobs with any NGOs, with anything that adds to your experience. Don't think it is only a 9 to 5 job and then I have to nothing to do. Even in a workplace, you can go and contribute to other team members. That's opportunity office always give it. There's a one share which I always share to everybody, and it is a Hindi, but I can translate in English if it is required. If I say, okay, सूरज जैसा बनना है तो सूरज जैसा जलना होगा, नदियों जैसा आदर पाना है तो पर्वत छोड़ निकलना होगा. So you have to go out from your comfort zone. There's no other shortcut. Yes, you should know some online courses. That's number one. Second, you have to do certain small tasks, which is given either an organization, maybe an NGO, maybe outside. Do it. Don't feel ashamed in that oh, you don't get paid because you feel undervalued. As an entrepreneur, we also do that type of job sometimes. If I'm learning, I remember I was taking a course on negotiation. The task given to me is to go to Walmart and negotiate. Just
Okay.
$15 product, I have to buy it $7.50, 50% discount, I have to take it. So as I practice, I did it, and now I can talk about that whole game, how it works. So that's where it is all changed. But yes, skills are important. If that is important, then your courage to go and take yourself as a challenging or go out from a comfort zone is also important.
Awesome. Great insights. In fact, I would say that, right? And also, it is valuable insights where you don't get anything by sitting in the room and learning something. You need to go out. And going out is just going to make you as a person to get the real insights and then take the step. And as you also gave a two example where to make a easy money, I can also start making a cash counter or just go to the any places, Uber, etc. Or I can also learn what I was just learning, and by doing that without any compensation and build my competency and then go for it. But both are the ways.
I would
It's
like
up.
to add here, Manjula, because other
Go ahead.
than doing a small task, one more thing that I have learned here while in Canada, you also need to do volunteering. This is very important because you are entering a new market. Other than learning new skills, getting training, what you also can learn by doing a lot of volunteer work, because in this way you are also not learning, but you are also getting accomplished. You have the sense of achievement, and you will also be showing the other people that you can do this. And this is what I have adapted when I came to Canada as a newcomer 3 years back. So I mentioned you that recently I have changed a sort of profession. I start as a working as a business consultant and doing a lot of a startup mentoring also. So I started this 5 years back, and totally on volunteer basis. I was not getting any compensation for my time and for my skills, but definitely I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot of skills, and at the same time my knowledge base was also expanded. So whosoever is coming here as a newcomer, other than just like Vinay mentioned, doing a small task, go out and volunteer yourself as well.
True. Absolutely. I'm able to resonate with you. And if I have to just pull both of you on that, both of you help me to just connect for no reason, right? And in fact, I wanted to just talk about Vinay on that. I said I'm just going to talk about it on that. So if we are coming to Canada, the first person needs to be credited is Vinay. He just came for one of the session to talk about the TPDC program, and he was a speaker over there. And I just said, "Hi, Vinay. I wanted to know more about it." Immediate connect to the TPDC, and from there the journey where I'm just bringing all of you is saying that we are also going to set up our office, and we are just doing right. This is the volunteering example. I can say that again. I went back and then asked Vinay, this Women's Day is just coming. I just want your help. Go to Temina. We just ran with that. There is no benefit if I have to just look at that for both of you. There is nothing, but then we come. So this is the one I wanted to pick up and then ask. It's a different mindset to keep helping, and the more you help, the more we uncover that part of it. Is this missing piece with certain stage of a people we are seeing, whether it is the native people who have been equipped with running the regular office work, or they feel it is not needed, or is it only immigrants who were need a money or need a job, they are just doing it? How do we inculcate this? I would like to hear from both of you. Vinay, over to you, Vinay.
Okay. Thanks, Manjula. I don't know I have did something special, but that's my habit. Um, it is sometimes, again, it's a problem of mindset. Not a problem, I say. It is like people have never been exposed to, which is more wider and more universal, I say. I remember 2014 sitting with one of my mentor, Rudy Carson, and where we all did a promise that, okay, we are here to touch 7 billion souls. Now, mission is very, very vast. Touching 7 billion souls is look like a word, but I'm honestly speaking, still I get a goosebump when I talk about this whole stuff. Uh, so this mindset has to be a very, very cohesive, or it becomes your part, embedded part in yourself. Now, when people start working it out, going to, let's say, Canada or any other country, one, they live in their own world, their own imagination, and they feel that they are a leader and they know everything. One, let us accept it, we don't know anything. We want to know everything. Second is, you have to be accept everybody is same. Don't create any assumptions, don't create anything, and that opens up your whole heart or whole affections to the world. Now, either you can help somebody or you can gain help. When Manjula, you said that I help you out, somebody helped me the same way. I still met him in 2 weeks back. I was actually going to Bangalore, from Chandigarh to Bangalore to set up my office, and he says, Vinay, if you're going to Bangalore, why not Silicon Valley? And that question moved me from Bangalore to Silicon Valley. So it is all like people. It's not only giving help; it is also receiving help. Both has to work very, very in candid or in tandem with each other. I'm sure Taima might have a more stories like this, but I am full of this whole stories like where people guided me and I'm helping. And mine, believe me, it is all mindset. No reservation in your heart. Everybody is equal. Everybody is acceptable. I don't make a belief of anybody, and that's why I always tell you: if you're moving to these countries, don't go there with assumption. Hey, my friend is there, my relative is there, they are going to help me out. No, you have to help yourself, and your help is the people around you. And you will not get any angel in overnight and say you, hey, take my hand and come out, right? So you have to go out, you have to do that whole job, and you cannot do the job if you're filled with reservations, your old belief system, your old mechanism, your old style of working. You cannot success it anywhere, not in Canada, I'm talking anywhere in the world, right time.
Wow. 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 It's really wow. Go ahead, Tamina. Please share your journey as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I totally resonate with Vinay, whatever he said. And I just want to add one more thing. I think I strongly believe in karma. Just like Vinay said, whatever you give, it's eventually come back to you. And it's a win-win situation for everyone. And it's the entrepreneurial mindset that, and I think being entrepreneurs, just like Vinay, me, and many people like us, have this vision. We have a long-term vision. We are here to help and uplift others, and along the way, just like we are doing that, someone has did for us. I give you my example. When I came to Canada, I just have one friend, just have one friend. I have no relatives, I don't know anyone here. I'm in a just new world, and I came alone. I didn't come with my family. I came alone. And where I am today is just because there are so many people who lend their hand, who helped me along the way. And it's all my life. When I started my entrepreneur journey 20 years back, I was the first one in my family who started any business or started entrepreneurship. I have never dreamt of that. I took my business from Pakistan to Canada. And it's not just like we said, for raising a kids, you need a village to raise a kid. Just like to help any startup or any business successful, you need a whole community. You need a lot of people who help you, support you along the way. So it's like, it's the same thing. Like, it's the karma that, if we are helping someone, definitely someone has helped us. Or if nobody has helped us, if we are giving something to someone, it will eventually come back to us. So it's just like that. And because we are helping others with open heart, and it's definitely, it's a chain that we are building. If we are helping someone, just like you, if we help, even though it's nothing that we have done for you, but definitely you will keep in your mind, and whenever someone comes to you, you will definitely will be willing to help them.
Awesome. Really, thanks for both of you resonating this similar thought process. What we give, it comes back in multifold, whether it is a good or bad. So that's what we are receiving as the information from both of you. Thanks for just resonating about it. Right? And I hope whoever is going to see that or seeing that, this is the one message would help them to just build altogether a different story for themselves if they are able to follow that. The more they can go out without reservation to unlearn what they've just got it and keep helping, it's going to open up the doors for them. Thank you for sharing that. So with that, I would like to just figure it out, especially the resources section. again, if it is a career opportunity for a women, where do they go and look out for the resources, which is whether it is a government or a professional, where what kind of a resources they can get into that, Vinay? Please help us.
Sure. I must say there is a many resources available. Nowadays, we are sitting in a tech era. Taima can add more because she's more well connected with that network. But World Jobs or Job Seekers or Seek or Indeed, you can go and find all sort of jobs available there. If you are not tech savvy, I highly recommend go to local libraries or local bodies. What like Taima shared, one of the name was Taima was border, like land of opportunities, which is called
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
skill without border.
Scale Without Borders. Yeah.
Skills Without Border. So I know that I've been in a couple of meetings with them, and those guys are doing wonderful job. So they connect you with the right person based on your skill set. But only thing is you're required at your end is go there. One, it is not a lock like India style or Pakistan style of job. Okay, I'm sitting here job, and somebody will call me and somebody give me reference and I'll get a job. You have to go out. You have to get apply. You have to learn new skills. You have to learn new way of talking to the people. Maybe it's English, maybe it's a French, maybe it is a your local lingo. You have to go out and there's a hell lot of opportunities. Only thing required is you just go out. Library is there, newspaper is there, media is there, internet is there. Indeed, now Google Jobs is there. You don't have to worry about anything. Go and search on the Google based on your skill set. And if still you are not able to find out, connect me or Taima. We can connect you with the right person. But still, job is yours. You have to go out.
Awesome. Tamina, I just
Yeah.
want you to respond to the Mega's question, where how do we get these? If there is no experience, they got it and wanted to start somewhere. Please share some light on that.
Okay.
Thing.
For the women, just like, I give you my example, what we are doing, I partner with a organization here. It's for Muslim women, but we are working with some other partnerships also. And we started a course, it's called Learn to Earn. What we are doing, we are helping women or immigrants who are here and who have no experience, no background, but they would like to, earn something. They would like to start from, they would like to start. So what we are doing is a 3 months course, free of cost. We are helping them with the tech skills and, other resources that I will definitely share later on. So having said that, other than the skills and resources, once a newcomer here, so there's a lot of resources and opportunities from the government side also. No matter where you are in Canada, there are newcomer or welcome centers all over Canada where you can reach out. They will connect a social worker with you who can help you in finding jobs, finding the right connections, improving your language skills, and these are all by the government. Other than that, as we have mentioned, that Scale Without Borders, and there are new some immigrants network for newcomers. They are also free of cost. They will help you to get in settle, get the right skills, and again connect with the right job opportunities, whatever you want, or upscale, or get more skills according to your profession or your background. Other than that, I would strongly suggest to be active on social media, whether it's for Facebook or on LinkedIn. I would highly recommend LinkedIn. As I mentioned earlier also, you would be able to meet a lot, not only meet a lot of people and get right connection. At the same time, there are a lot of opportunities being publicized or advertised on LinkedIn also. So if you set up your news feed or set up your settings, so you will eventually start getting the notifications according to your requirements. And same happened with Facebook. If there are many Facebook communities and groups which you can join as a newcomer, or if you are looking to find a specific job, or if you are looking for a specific training, so you can, there are a lot of Facebook groups, just like, I know a lot of groups in Toronto, and especially for women, there is a group. It's called Women Who Freelance, and also like I think it's called Women Job Seekers in Toronto, things like that. So you just need to go online on social media and do the search, and also Google will be your best friend if you are here. So there is an option like jobs near me, trainings near me. So you just need to be proactive, be smart, and be open to learn. And I just Vinay has been keep saying that, go out, look for people, meet people, make right connections. And there are a lot of resources. Even if you go to Government of Canada website, there are a lot of resources listed there as well. And other than that, there are a lot of fundings available also, and there are a lot of scholarships also. If you would like to enroll in a training, or improve your language skills, there are a lot of scholarships and funding available also for newcomers.
Awesome. Super. That's the really a good valuable tips what you have just given. So as I was requesting you later or share it with us again, we can come back and post all those resources so that anybody comes later also they would be able to get that part of it. Thank you so much, Tamina, for just helping us to know about it. All right. And since you said about the LinkedIn, all they need to do is go to the LinkedIn and look for the groups in Canada regarding the skills what they are looking for. There are plenty: women in tech, job seekers, or entrepreneurship support, startup club. Plenty means plenty is available. All they need to just spending some time religiously, 1 hour in a day to just do that as an investment for themselves. To do that, that would just going to fetch a lot for them. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. So thank you for sharing the resources part of it. I just would like to bring it to the last section, which is nothing to do with about the job or the career opportunity, but being it's a Women's Day, wanted to make it saying that two information I am going to ask you about it. One is in this Women's Day, who do you think as a inspiring example in the journey what we are talking about, which is absolutely resonating with the topic what we are talking about? That's the first thing I wanted to do that. But the second one, for you in the Women's Day, whom you wanted to just give a heartfelt gratitude or a thanks, love, who's that? So both I just wanted to bring it from both of you because that's the way I can just resonate and then look at that. This Women's Day is truly inspiring for us to not only just look at it the professional way or even at the personal way. So should we just go with Vinay or Thamina, whoever is just comfortable, go for it.
Sure, I can go first. Emma, is it okay?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So first, let me see the lady who inspires me a lot, especially women's sex side. I met Kiran Majumdar Shah, Biocon CEO, in one of the events, CIA events in India. And when you hear the story and how in a village she started making that penicillin, and now worldwide they are making those whole stuff. Um, it is inspiration which does it and do it. Second one, I shared one story on my LinkedIn form also. Last year, I met her. She's a CEO of a Stone Age company. How she rebuilt her career after 17 years of not working, and came out, and today she's on a mission to make almost 100 people millionaires, and from less than 6 years doing $127 million turnover in 127 countries. That's how she is able to propose it. Very inspiring, very committed. This is not something I don't count them. They're very highly educated, or they're very high resourceful people, but they change the world, what people see. But if I, on a Women's Day, if I have to say thanks, honestly, I'm a guy, and I always meet two women at my home regularly, and I must say thanks to my mom and my wife. Um, my journey today, this last 45 years, what I did, maybe my personality grooming, somebody has to let me go out and work. As we all talking earlier, like, okay, this journey is not 5 or 6 hours a day. It is 6 to 17 hours a day, 7 days a week, and then for any n number of years. Everybody's support is required. Maybe it's morally, emotionally, supporting you, pushing you when you are in downtime, building your character, making sure you are on a right path. You're not deviating from your path. So must say thanks to both of them.
Lovely. Thank you so much for just doing that. That's a celebration. We all should give it to that, and it should be all the day. But somehow, this one day we are just intentionally making it, and that day at least we have to just go ahead and make double the way to just make sure we are just doing about it. Tamina, about your inspiration in career and your personal life.
Uh, I have a long list to share because I have been working with women since last 7 years, specifically for women. Also in my new company, I have all women with working for me there. But having said that, I just met with my one of my mentor, Collins. Her name is Collins Rex. She's from Australia. She's originally in South African. She migrated to Australia a long time back, and I just met her like 2 days before, after 6 years. So definitely I would gave her the credit, for making me more strong. And I'm always a camera shy person, and it's very difficult for me to come on camera and say something. So I was always the one who is comfortable in walking in the backgrounds. So in 2018, when I met her in the first time, so she pushed me so hard to come out, to give the pitch in front of the audience and all that stuff, and she literally groomed me. So it's still, I don't think, I always say I'm not a speaker, or I'm not comfortable in front of the camera, but I give that, I gave her the credit that at least she pushed me so hard. Now I'm accepting, I am now speaking on the cameras and talking to people, because this is part of my job. Other than that, on my personal level, my daughter, she's turning 15, and she's the one who keep me motivating and keep me going, because I belong from Pakistan, and it's we have a patriarchy society there, and I think I'm one of the few privileged ones. And I was blessed enough to have these opportunities, that I was able to do what I did. So now my daughter is a role model for me, that I whatever I do, I want to create a better world around her, and I'm just raising her to be a confident and independent women, what I was not when I was like 20 years back. So whatever I was not able to achieve when I was young, I'm just trying that she has all the opportunities, she have that confidence, and she has a better world around her than it was for me. So this is all it.
Lovely. Awesome to just hear that. As you rightly said, the list is always a long and it picking up is a difficult. And thanks for just sharing about that piece too, just to figure it out. And thank you for just doing that. So with that, we are just coming to the end of the session to just figure it out how we can just take these resources and build a one step. As I was just telling Vinay when we just started about it, the session is, we are not just going for a lot of mass and change that, but we believe even a one or two people are going to take inspiration and then move about it. That's going to be the journey what our intention is fulfilled. Tomorrow we are just having another event in India, because today being a Holi, we couldn't just celebrate it because people wanted Holi also to be celebrated, and they said no, that cannot be. So tomorrow we are having it, and it's going to be a gala event where for us to do that. So I just wanted to take a similar two things which we wanted to. You have shared it from our end. The women who inspired in our life, in my life personally, for her second innings is absolutely my team. As I was just saying about it, most of them except one member, rest of the member is a women on break, and they've just come and they are holding the 40. And the beauty of that, what they are holding the 40 is, they were just, for example, Prasha, I was just introducing, she was an entrepreneur. Now she's just building that IT. And somebody from IT came back and holding the HR. It's all a mix and match. Nobody have just picked up where they are and they wanted to do about it. And some of the members are with me when we started from 2015 till today. So that's the women where we just, I get inspired, and that's the reason why it doesn't, even though it is not money making business, it making a heart is being filled with that. So that's our team. I wanted to do that. And personally, my mom and sister, and both of them taking care of me like anything. So just to just allow me to what I want, I just come and then go. My tiffin box and everything has been taken care. I only have to come and open the laptop and work, like when I said 16, 17 hours. So that's the freedom I've just given. Of course, the better off also have been given. Being it's a Women's Day, let's give a credit to the mom and the sister where they can just do that wonderful journey. So with that, I really thank you for both of you for making this journey comfortable and doing that. And without you, our first session couldn't have just started. Of course, Neha, who we are missing, we'll hopefully bring her on next time to just do that in our next session. And before we finishing, any few comments to inspire the community from both of you?
Taima, you go first.
I would just say for the women, just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. You can do anything and everything. This is my message for every woman out there, that, don't underestimate yourself. You have the power and you can do whatever you aim for. That's my message.
Lovely. Over to you, Vinay.
Just want to continue the same thing, like you believe. And second is there's always the three choices you make once you want to do something. People say, I want to do some different. Somebody choose to do different. Somebody commit to do difference. So make sure you commit it yourself fully to do it. And one lesson which I always share with everybody, and you might have heard from me or even Taima or even Manjula, you must have your mentors available to you. Mentors which is not make you comfortable, mentors which can challenge you, push you hard and change you. And you must have those mentors in your life. Maybe at any stage, different mentors will keep coming in. Must have mentors.
Thank you. Thank you, Vinay. And you have just profoundly finished the statement, because tomorrow is our mentor walk, is exactly to just bring the mentors for our community to just do that. So incidentally, you have just touched upon that's the way we get shaped by our mentors, where they just push us hard to think without any mercy, because their intention is to make us to grow. No, nothing else. They have an agenda. So please take this and then make more mentors, grow, and anything we can be helpful in any way, connect with us on social media. Happy to support you. Wishing you all the best, Vinay and Thamina, for taking your time and being with us. And let's stay connected. And thanks for
Sure.
being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Take
good
care.
day.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye. Bye. Bye.